Hello students, welcome to Dhyanam Educare. Today we are going to deal with the topic nutrition in human beings. Okay. So in the previous class we have studied about the modes of nutrition, that is autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition, and then we have studied about the nutrition in amoeba and paramecium. So today let us discuss about nutrition in human beings. Okay. The alimentary canal is a basically long tube extending from the mouth to the anus. See in this figure, this is our digestive system. We can see here that the tube has different parts. Parts of the human digestive system are mouth, and there is a tongue, esophagus, stomach, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, large intestine and anus. Okay. So these are the parts of our digestive system. The food entering the digestive system through the mouth, then it passes down into the stomach through esophagus. From the stomach it passes to small intestine, and from there to large intestine, and the undigested food finally excreted through anus. Okay. This is the flow of food in our digestive system. Here we can see that all these parts are connected to one another and forms a long tube or canal called as alimentary canal. Okay. And also glands like salivary glands, liver, gallbladder and pancreas are attached to the alimentary canal and forms the digestive system. Okay. Now let us discuss the process of digestion. We eat various types of food, is it, which has to pass through the same digestive tract. Whatever the food we eat, it should be made soft and wet, because if it is a rough and dry, it cannot travel through the alimentary canal. So whatever the food we eat, it should be made soft and wet before swallowing. Okay. Who does this job? The teeth, the saliva and the tongue. These three does the job of making the food soft. Okay. So now let us discuss about the process of digestion in mouth. What does the teeth do? Teeth break the food into small pieces. What is the role of saliva in digestion? What is saliva? Saliva is a fluid secreted by the salivary glands. Saliva makes the food wet. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase that breaks down the starch, which is a complex molecule, to give simple sugar. Okay. That it digests the carbohydrates in the presence of an enzyme called salivary amylase to give sugar. Let us see the role of tongue in the process of digestion. Tongue helps in mixing the food well with saliva and makes it soft. Okay. Now the soft food has to travel throughout the alimentary canal. But what makes the food to move throughout the alimentary canal? The muscle of the alimentary canal produce rhythmic contractions and relaxations. Okay. The muscles of the alimentary canal produces rhythmic contractions and relaxations. These contractions and relaxations create a wave-like movement called peristaltic movements. Okay. These peristaltic movements help the food to move throughout the alimentary canal. Okay. So once the food from the mouth enters the stomach through the esophagus, then what happens? Then the digestion occurs in stomach. Okay. Stomach is the bag-like organ. It expands when food enters into it. So let us discuss the process of digestion in stomach. The walls of the stomach has gastric glands. These gastric glands secrete HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, pepsin and mucus. Do you know the functions of HCl, pepsin and mucus in the digestion process? What does it do? HCl, it is hydrochloric acid. It is an acid that kills the bacteria that enters into the stomach along with the food. Okay. HCl creates an acidic medium. That is, HCl also makes the pH of stomach acidic because proteins need acidic medium for digestion. Then what is the function of pepsin? Pepsin is a digestive enzyme which digests proteins. Okay. What is the function of mucus? The mucus protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of the hydrochloric acid. Okay. So, it is the process of digestion in stomach. Then what happens? The food that is partly digested in the stomach turns into a semi-solid paste and released into the small intestine by a sphincter muscle. Okay. Do you know why the small intestine is highly coiled? Small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. It is uncoiled. If it is uncoiled, the length of the small intestine is approximately 6 meters. Okay. So, it is coiled to fit in a smaller space. The length of the small intestine differs in various animals depending on the food they eat. Herbivores eating grass need longer small intestine to allow the cellulose to be digested. Meat is easier to digest, hence carnivores like tigers have a shorter small intestine compared to herbivorous animals. Okay. So, let us discuss the process of digestion in small intestine. The small intestine is the site of the complete digestion of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. The small intestine receives bile juice from the liver. It receives pancreatic juice from the pancreas and intestinal juice from the walls of the small intestine. Okay. These three digestive juices are secreted into the small intestine for complete digestion. Bile juice secreted from the liver. Bile do not contain any enzymes. Okay. Bile juice from the liver act on fats. Fats present in the intestine in the form of large globules, which makes it difficult for enzymes to act on them. So, bile salt break down the larger globules into smaller globules, increasing the efficiency of enzyme action. Okay. It also changes the pH of intestine to alkaline because digestion of fat and carbohydrates takes place in alkaline medium only. The pancreas secretes pancreatic juice which contains enzyme like trypsin for digesting proteins and lipase for breaking down emulsified fats. Okay. The walls of the small intestine contain glands which secrete intestinal juice. The enzymes present in the intestinal juice convert the proteins into amino acids, complex carbohydrates into glucose and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So, this is the process of digestion in small intestine. Okay. Now, what happens to the digested food? The nutrients from the digested food is absorbed into the walls of the small intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine has numerous finger-like projections called villi. Okay. Each villi is richly supplied with blood vessels which take the absorbed food to each and every cell of the body, where it is utilized for obtaining energy, building new tissues and the repair of old tissues. Okay. Now, what happens to the undigested food? The unabsorbed food is sent into the large intestine, where its wall absorb more water from this undigested material. Then the rest of the material is removed, that is excreted out from the body through anus. Okay, this is all about the human digestive system. Hope all of you understood. Thanks for watching. Please like the video. Please share this video with your friends. Please subscribe to Dhyanam Educare channel. Thank you.